Well, it's Wednesday the 25th of September, and thought about starting to do another video, but I haven't been able to do anything in the garden. It's been so very wet over these last few days, and temperature's been quite cold at times, so it's been too wet to do anything. But I have noticed over the last couple of days that whether it's to do with the cold or the amount of rain, that again we've had an increase in the number of birds that have been coming up onto the feeder. And so most of this video will perhaps just be some of the video that I've taken of the birds. Yesterday we had a chiff-chaff come into the garden, and for the first time for a long time a wren came into the garden as well. I'm not quite sure offhand how many different birds there were yesterday, but I think it was 13 or at least 14 different species in the garden. You might remember that in the last video, I think it was, that I got rid of all the runner beans that I had running along the edge of the fence, but I did leave the ones that were in the garden just to see what would happen. And the strange thing is that after a few days they started to produce the beans again, and so we've been getting some more runner beans, so that's been good. Take you into the garden in a moment, because I've noticed that the mole is still about, and for the first time yesterday it started to just make a little bit of a mound on the edge of the lawn, which I flattened, and I've just noticed now that it started to make the mound again, so it's doing its rounds somewhere, and it keeps appearing with the mounds in between the potatoes as well. So we'll go and have a look at that at the moment. And also there are raspberries again on the raspberry canes, so I'll just do a little bit of video of those and some of the runner beans, which just seem to have come back to life or have survived those couple of frosts that we had. So here you can see where the mole, yesterday there was two little mounds there which I flattened, and there's one started to lift again there, and so he's about somewhere. And then if we come to the raspberries, I'm just surprised to see so many raspberries coming on this cane again, ready for us to enjoy. And then to come down to the beans, although you can see that some of them have died off, for example over there, but you can see that there are beans forming and doing okay. In fact, I picked enough a couple of days ago to freeze and to put in the freezer for later. Let's just look at the cabbage, cauliflower, see what will happen there. And the mole keeps coming up between here, so that I can see there where he's been coming through. See if I can flatten it, and again on the edge there. So might have to do something to get the mole. As you can see, the potatoes are coming on really well. There's one gladioli that's decided to come out. Beautiful pinky colour. I've just noticed that one of the hollyhock has come into flower, so that's good. Planted those by seeds early in the year, and I'd given up on anything happening. So maybe there's hope for these to come out yet, especially perhaps if we were to have a couple of slightly warmer days. The rain has given the roses a real battering again. I'll have a lot of pruning to do, cutting back later on. And it's incredible how the weeds just seem to flourish. Coming to the other side of the beans. I really didn't expect to get any more. You can see how they died here. Still the odd bean coming. Plenty of flowers. But that might be a bit too late now. So I'll just make up some video with some of the bird photography, with some captions as we're going along for this video. So thank you again for liking, subscribing, and maybe next week I'll be able to get it dry enough to plant some of the bulbs ready for springtime. Well, it's Thursday the 26th of September, and yesterday I thought that it was going to start to get dry, and it's absolutely pouring down with rain again. It's been raining all night and it's quite blowy with the wind, and I just go outside. I've got a coat on. You can see it's just getting saturated with water here. See it building up at the end of the hole. The lawn is looking nice and green because I fertilised it just over a week ago, so at least the rain is helping that. So I don't think that I'll be getting into the garden to do any bulbs or anything for the next few days. I remember the same thing happening last year. It rained and rained and rained in September, and it just got too wet all the time to plant any bulbs, and so they're very late getting them done. I can see a robin on the fence chirping away, so he's not too bad. He must be enjoying a bit of rain. And the birds have been busy on the feeder again this morning.